Welcome and thanks for your time. My name is Saha Sakeb from Hands-on Systems, and this video highlights the area of device management in the Equipment Plus solution. The video is one of a series of the deep dive videos regarding the Equipment Plus solution. There are also videos covering case management, rental management, parts management, and the self-service web portal areas of Equipment Plus. If you haven't already done so, I would also encourage you to view the video called Introducing Equipment Plus, which will give you a high-level overview of all the areas of the solution. From a high level, Equipment Plus is a comprehensive enterprise management system that has been purpose-built for companies that handle equipment, the components of equipment, and the spare parts of equipment. Equipment Plus has been specifically designed for dealers, service centres, rental companies, importers and distributors, and manufacturers of equipment and equipment components. Equipment Plus is fully built within Microsoft's premier ERP system, Microsoft Dynamics AX, so all the standard features of Microsoft Dynamics AX can be used seamlessly with the industry-specific equipment functionality. The Equipment Plus solution is comprised of a number of layers. Starting from the bottom layer, we can see that the solution uses Microsoft's supporting infrastructure such as Windows Server, SQL Server, Microsoft Office, and SharePoint. The middle layer comprises standard Microsoft Dynamics functions such as financial management, supply chain management, customer relationship management, and human resources. The top layer details our equipment-specific functionality in each of these relevant areas, which we will be showing in the video series. The key message here is that the entire Equipment Plus solution is integrated within the one technology platform. Let's review our agenda for today. First of all, we will be covering off what a device is. We will then be going on to the integration with Dynamics ERP, followed by looking at device statistics, and lastly, looking at device configuration. Okay, let's get on to the demonstration. So what is a device? A device is an item identified as a single unit which needs good tracking and traceability throughout its entire life cycle. Its life cycle might include manufacture or purchase, sale, rental, service, warranty, recalls, and trade-ins. A good way to think of a device is as a serialized, tracked unit. Devices can be anything from simple appliances such as washing machines to complex devices such as mining equipment, farming equipment, materials handling equipment, or medical devices. Let's look at a list of devices that we are tracking. In this demonstration, we are using various types of Caterpillar mining equipment as an example. You can see that for each device that we track, the brand, which is normally the manufacturer, the class, and a model. Look to the first device in the list, which is Caterpillar 301.8C Mini Hydraulic Excavator. Here, the brand is Caterpillar, the class is Excavator, and the model is 301. You can see, however, we have more models within the excavator class, such as a 305 model, and more classes within the Caterpillar brand, such as loaders and tractors, each with multiple models underneath. You can also track static information against a device, such as serial numbers, engine numbers, the year of the manufacturer, engine type, and fuel consumption. However, a lot of this information is common across model or even class. We track images by device, model, or class. The images can be used internally or published to websites. That's an example of a Caterpillar mini hydraulic excavator there that we've captured the image against. Let's look at the status of each of these individual units that we are tracking. Some devices are in stock. Some devices are ready for sale. Some devices are part of our rental fleet. Some of them we're currently performing pre-delivery services on, such as installing accessories or painting, prior to them being shipped on-site or installed on-site. Some are in transit, either inwards from purchasing or outwards for sale or rental. Some are in consignment, meaning they are assigned to a dealer in our network. Other statuses include in production, ordered, sold, delivered, scrapped. Devices can also have a status in use, which refers to them being our own fixed assets that we charge out externally on projects or use internally for our own business. Lastly, devices can be categorized as new, used, or reconditioned. Often a device is unique in terms of its configuration. It may have been based on a standard product, but perhaps it has a number of options and accessories attached. In this way, each device may be different from another, even if it has the same class or model. Here I'm going to open up a list of the options that are defined for this particular hydraulic excavator. Now, options can be defined as factory fitted or factory manufactured, whereas accessories are often fitted in PDI or aftermarket. Here, our options on this device are the standard base excavator plus an extended undercarriage and hydraulics. Now we can see that this device has also got a number of accessories attached to it, such as fabric, seats, mirror packs, and different blade. Let's review some of the other information tracked for this device. Now we can track a custodian against the device. For example, a device might be sold or rented to a business, but the custodian could be an employee or department at that business. Custodians can be updated over time as new people or groups use the device. Warranty can also be tracked against each device. Warranty can be measured as time or usage, and different types of warranty can be maintained, such as standard warranty, extended warranty, or used warranty. Warranty expiry is automatically tracked starting from the sales process and is monitored in real time or by real or expected usage. Now, each device tracks usage through real or estimated usage, so we can then provide preventative maintenance services individually or as part of a grouped contract. In this particular case, we can see that the device has 10 service cases logged against it. Service can be provided on site or at a workshop and could be for a device that's owned by the customer or rented to the customer. We discuss preventative and ad hoc maintenance in much more detail in our case management video. Go back to where we were. We also monitor devices by claims. Claims are used to reimburse service or warranty work performed on a device due to some fault. Claims can be either inbound or outbound claims. Inbound claims may come to us from one of our dealers or customers. Outbound claims may be created by us as an importer or dealer against a manufacturer of the device. As an option, any inbound claims can be automatically created through an outbound claim. Equipment Plus supports claim management via workflow management and a claims integration framework to facilitate electronic transfer of claims between different companies. The device may also be part of a recall, either a complete recall or a recall that involves a service case with or without parts. Equipment Plus includes full workflow management for recalls, including notification letters and job lists for recalls. And lastly, we keep a complete history of everything that has happened or occurred to this particular device. The history can be filtered by different types of transactions such as purchasing, import, registration, PDI, transport, sales, service, and so on. Now, device management is fully integrated to other areas of the Microsoft Dynamics AX solution. In this part of the demonstration, I will show you how exactly the integration can be achieved. Now from this device management list page, we can see that there are a number of tabs across the top of this particular list page pointing to different areas. Each of these tabs belong to an area of the system a device can easily integrate to with no additional processing required. For example, if we have a look at the Purchase tab, we can see that you can create purchase orders directly from the device management module. There is also functionality around being able to manufacture the device directly from ordered goods as well. You can sell the device by creating sales order through the Sales tab. You can run servicing for the device through the Service tab. You can also manage the device within your fleet by using the Fleet tab and also creating rental orders. And finally, you have the ability to create devices as fixed assets, where a device may be used on a project or used internally within the business. Now, the device lifecycle can be a long process during which costs and revenues are generated in various different ways at various different stages. The statistics function gives a clear overview of these costs and revenue figures. All of the device statistics are automatically compiled based on transactions that are posted in the system. Now, just for a bit of background information, the figures are divided into what's known as calculation categories. Now, the costs and revenues are generated from obviously different areas as you transact within the application, but the origin is known as the calculation base. Now, there's also a statistics setup form that allows the user to dictate how the costs are to be calculated. For example, statistics for accessories could be set up with the calculation base of items that could be used with item groups. For example, item group 401, which could be your item groups pertaining to brake pads or something like that, further split into major and minor groups associated with that item group. In this particular case, if I was to click on my device statistics, I can see that this particular Caterpillar mini hydraulic excavator has got the following statistics relating to it. I can see my purchase prices, my cost of my customs, my transport costs, my pre-delivery inspections. In relation to sales, I can see how much I'm selling for the device, what my revenue and my margins are, what my total miscellaneous charges are, if any, incurred. I can also see maintenance and warranty related information with my costs, revenues and margins being split accordingly. Now again, this is giving us an overall assumption with the relating costs and revenues generated for this particular device. Now, the final part of this particular demonstration focuses on the device configurator. And for this particular scenario, I will get ready to open up a sales order form in order to demonstrate this particular next particular point. Now, devices are defined by item configurations. Often a device is unique in terms of its configuration. It may have been based on a standard product, but perhaps it has a number of options and accessories attached. This is specified by what's called factory options, which are divided into configuration groups, which we'll see in this part of the demonstration. The device configurator can be used to create configuration combinations on the sales order line, as well as add accessories, match devices, and calculate prices. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to open up a sales order line and bring up the device configurator so you can see exactly what I'm actually referring to. The purpose behind the configurator is to give the end user all the various items that match the search criteria based on options that the user selects at time of data entry. Now, as soon as the sales order line form comes up, I will actually go into my device configurator and explain to you some of the different options. Now the device configurator form is divided into several areas and allows us to go through the 5 stages during which a device can be configured. Now these 5 stages are select model, build product, customize, matching, and view summary. The device configurator can be used to create configuration combinations on the sales order line, as well as add accessories, match devices, and calculate prices. Now the purpose behind the configurator is to give the end user all the various items that match the search criteria based on the options that the user selects. Now in this particular case, you can see that the device configurator form is divided into several areas and allows the user to go through the 5 stages during which a device can be configured. Now these 5 stages are select model, which is where we're at now, build product, customize, match, and view summary. Now the build product stage is used to review or select the device configuration exterior and interior. When the device is selected, the system uses the default values. These values can be changed manually using the configurations exterior and interior tabs located on the left-hand side of the form. The Customize tab is used to modify the selected configuration and to add accessories. And again, these are a series of checkboxes that can either be selected or deselected based on what the user wants to configure. And there's also an accessories tab located on the to the right of the form that allows you again to select your accessories based on those options that you want to configure. The Matching tab is used to check if our selection of our model, configuration, size, color, accessories, etc. fits one of the devices that are available in stock. So if I was to click on search, the system will go through and find me all the available devices that actually meet the criteria that I've selected in the earlier stages. And once it comes up, you will be able to see a list of all the devices that the system has found, along with options there that tell you what stage or what status that particular device is in, right? And whether those particular options meet all the various accessories and configurations that you would define. So in this particular case, it's found a perfect match on 4 devices that I can then select to sell. And finally, the view summary stage is used to check the standard prices for each configuration option, along with the total price, including the accessories. So that's the total price of the device inclusive of accessories. Just recapping what we just saw, we discussed the concept of a device and showed you some practical examples. We highlighted the tight integration with other areas of Microsoft Dynamics such as sales, purchasing, manufacturing, and fixed assets. We covered the device statistics to show you revenues and costs per device over the lifetime of the device. And lastly, we covered device configuration and how this would appear. Let's discuss just a few of the benefits of the device management module of Equipment Plus. Everything is built within Microsoft Dynamics and you can immediately see familiar Microsoft look and feel. It becomes easy to learn and users find it simple to use. The device management functions are totally integrated with other areas of Microsoft Dynamics such as sales, purchasing, and fixed assets, so you can get an end-to-end solution to manage your business. With such comprehensive functionality around devices, you gain tight control and visibility over how your devices are performing, either individually or as a group or class or via branch. We capture all the revenue and costs associated for devices, so you can be sure you understand the performance and profitability of your device, again, either individually or as a group or a class or via a branch. As mentioned before, this video is one of a series of deep dive videos regarding the Equipment Plus solution. You may also wish to view some of our other videos in the series. If you would like more information or to discuss your individual requirements, please feel free to contact us via our website, by email, by phone, or on social media channels. Thanks for your time, and I look forward to your feedback.